Hello, explorers. Silly. Is that a fish tank? Is it fish tank? No. No fish? Oh, sorry, it's fish. Oh, it is fish? Okay. So, do we have any flamingo questions? Burning questions that you've always wanted to know?
Can't we even see that? Let's just go on. Standing with the resident.
Decon? Check.
Once you've found your number, please make sure everybody can see the screen.
Bubby's is wrong. Just kidding. It worked out.
We're gonna have a chance to undertake an amazing Navi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikron, or as we call it, a Banshee. The way you're gonna do this is by being matched to something called an avatar. And I'm here to help you guys get ready. But first, we have to scan you for Pandoran microparasites. Alright everyone, stay on your number and move your arms a bit. Okay, start scan.
Scan.
You've all got them. But don't worry, they're very common around these parts. Let's start the decon.
Initiating GMR decon.
Stand still over your number, you're not gonna feel a thing. You're doing great. Almost done here.
You're all clear.
Great. Now let's go over how all this works. Like I said before, you're going to be matched to these things called avatars, which look a lot like the Na'vi. They're created by blending human DNA and Na'vi DNA. Once we match you to an avatar, thanks to a special link chair, your mind will be able to control that avatar. Using avatars to fly this way was all figured out by my boss, Dr. Jackie Ogden. She leads our science team, which is part of the Pandora Conservation Initiative, and we're here in the Valley of Moara studying banshees and their environment. Over a generation ago, this enormous company called the RDA created a lot of damage to the area through their bad mining practices and conflicts with the Na'vi. Just like on Earth, it can take decades for ecosystems to recover. One way to understand what's going on with an ecosystem is to study what are called keystone species. These are animals like tigers, jaguars, seals. The banshee is one of these important animals. Dr. Ogden is the foremost expert on studying the Ikran and has spent years researching them. Unfortunately, banshees live high in rookeries and humans can't get anywhere near them without becoming their lunch. But the Na'vi and avatars can. In fact, the Na'vi have been riding on the backs of banshees since their earliest history. Thanks to science, avatars can ride on banshees too. That's why you're linking to an avatar. Okay, to get you flying on a banshee, we need to find each of you an avatar. Let's prep the genetic sampling.
I'm on it.
Okay, first we need to find the compatible match of your genetic material with the genetic material of one of the avatar bodies that we already have. Once we do that, you'll be able to link to that avatar and fly. Help us out and move around a bit. Almost. Yes, got him. Now, let's find you your avatar matches. Alright, you've all been matched with avatars. Looks like they're ready for you in the next room. When the door opens, please go inside, all the way in, and stand over the same number that you're standing over now. And I'll see you in there.
The same kind of long prehensile tongue that giraffes have. That's actually my favorite thing about your left. I see a black rhino coming up. He is munching on something. Unfortunately though, this is an increasingly rare sight. Less than 5,000 black rhino remain in the entire world. They are critically endangered, and those low numbers are due to illegal poaching. Rhino horn is highly valued on the underground trade market because some cultures believe that it may hold a medicinal property. Bongo are known as the ghosts of the forest, really shy and reclusive, very rarely seen. And both male and female bongo have those horns, and those horns slant backwards. That allows them to be able to run. See him hanging out behind that island there. And yes, a group of hippos is called a float. Makes a lot of sense if you ask me. They can weigh around 5,500 pounds each. Now, they don't actually like to swim. They're not very good at it. If you look at a hippo out of the water, it's got these stumpy little legs. They don't swim well. But instead, what they do is they walk along the bottom of the river, and they use their legs 1,000 pounds per square inch, which is enough to crush the bones of their prey. They mostly eat smaller things like birds, fish. Rivers Run is my absolute favorite view on the entire reserve. Now, the savanna is an incredibly unique and beautiful ecosystem. It's all part of the wild Africa. We're trying so very hard to conserve and protect, and I already see so many animals out here. But the first ones that I want to talk about, those are springbok. Now, springbok are the national animal of South Africa. There's lots of sports teams named after them, mascots, things like that. But what's really awesome about them is they have this behavior called pronking. And from a standing position, it is kind of a common misconception that hyena are related to dogs or a part of the canine family. That's actually not true. They are in their own family called Hyenidae, and they have one of the largest migrations of almost any species, around 1.5 million in a single herd. and lives on this reserve. And their horns look really heavy, but they're not. They're hollow on the inside and have a honeycomb structure to them. It'll circulate blood through their horns, helps them regulate their body temperature, cool them down. But like I said, there's a whole tower of Maasai giraffe here. Now we know that they are Maasai just by looking at the pattern on their coat, pretty jagged and leaf-like. Giraffe are born at around 6 feet tall. They get to be 18. Now here on the left, you can see a whole flamboyance of greater flamingo. Sunbathe and look out for prey. Lions will remain inactive and sleep for around 18 to 20 hours out of the whole day. But that's just because they are largely nocturnal. So they rest during the day, that way they have plenty of energy to go out hunting at night. Now it is those female members of the lion prides who do the majority of the hunting. The male will help a little, but not really that much. His job is actually to stay back. The creature there is completely extinct in the wild. But there is some good news. There have been a lot of really successful steal them. Now if you look over on the left, look on the top of the hill, there is a similar.
Lions can sleep up to 20 hours a day. Dakari has this down to an art form. With his schedule, Lion turns out to be a perfect name. Dakari likes to lie on grass, lie on rocks, lie in a shady spot. Dakari seems to get comfortable anywhere. In the wild, food is hard to come by. Not that a male lion would know. The lionesses typically do the hunting and all the caregiving for the family. With all that the females do for the pride, you may be asking, what exactly does this leave for the males to do? Oh yeah, there's that. And more of that. Declaring themselves the protector with a roar heard for miles, Dakari will usually instigate all the noise. Soon after, Kamari and Kinsey will join in, bonding the pride together. His keepers say Dakari's roar is distinctive and purposeful. What is made clear to all? He is the defender of his territory and his family. Now that is something to roar about.